I'm Kika Stego, and we're here with another art video. And I am super excited for, it already came out, but the release of My Sims Cozy Bundle. These were two of my favorite games growing up, and I haven't had time to play it yet because I've been doing like the gaming channel stuff, but I will. Definitely, because again, one of my favorite games. So today I want to make something that I've been wanting to make for a long time, but I just blocked out some time this week to do it. So we are going to crochet Goth Boy. And I'm sure I put up an image of him somewhere, but Goth Boy is one of my favorite My Sims characters, as well as the other Goth characters, because my town would always be full of the Goth and the nerdy people. At least the permanent residents, because I would train up everybody to get the blueprints, because I played that game way too much as a child. But let's get into Goth Boy, and I think we're going to start with his eyes, because I kind of want to size it based on how nice I can make the eyes. So let's get into it. Like I said, we're starting with the eyes, and I tried to crochet them instead of doing them with felt, because I felt like it would go together better. And not thinking about it, I made two eyes. Don't need that. We're making the body kind of square because the character models are kind of square. And I'll acknowledge it here. I got my thumbnail stuck in the safe, so that's why it's all black and blue. That's approximately how big I made the square. And then we extended it out and added a cap just because I had more black yarn than tan. Because it'll all be covered up later. Okay, we're going to add the undercut as a big panel that I'm going to stitch on like that. Looking good so far, other than that spot on the head where my decreases got a little loose. Okay, the eye all sized up nice. And originally I kind of wanted to do a purple, but I didn't have a good purple, so we went with gray for the perpetually tired looking eyes. I added the mouth and the upper eyelid with some thick chains and used the same gray for his little eyebrow piercing. We added his ears, which are just half circles sewn to the side of his face, and little chains sewn into his ears for his little ear piercings, and I love fiddling with his ears. Why? I have no idea, but they're adorable. I tried to pattern out the hair a little bit in the front so I can kind of get an idea of how to form the slip stitches that make up each patch of hair, and obviously the red flowing hair is very important, as seen here, actually sewn into the doll. Still gotta hide his shame. I started adding his hair piece by piece using the same slip stitch method that I used for the front section. I've never actually seen anybody do the method that I did before. I kind of thought of it, but I think it actually looks kind of cool for this character. I'm sure somebody has done it before. I'm not that creative, to be honest, but I just think it looks cool and I've never seen it. Okay, this is the last piece of hair to sew into the scalp, and I'd say that that's probably one of my regrets for this project, is not planning out the hair better so it wouldn't have that random patch on the top of his scalp. But I still think his head looks very cool overall. Time to work on his body, and he just got assaulted with it. We're making it kinda square just like the rest of the character models. Okay, we made the chunky little legs and arms, and they are actually crocheted different because I have the arms all sloped to one side and the legs are sloped to the middle. There's the body all sewn together with a little neck insert where we will attach the head towards the end. Let's work on his fashion stuff. I made the panels on the knitting loom in the background for his pants, and I decided against ripping the hole in the one because I was too paranoid about it falling apart after I ripped his little kneecap hole in it. So the pants are gonna stay this way. They're cute. I like them. I decided to put some chipboard in the bottom of his shoes so they stay the, you know, signature shoe shape. I probably should have done the little skull details on his shoes with felt. I couldn't find my felt and I figured just make it all crochet, but I do kind of regret that. Especially the stitching on the eyes. Maybe I should have put a button on there or something. I think that would have been cute. I might add a button later. I'm not sure yet. Piecing together all the pieces of the vest to make sure that it fits him properly, but it is a little tight as his arms just perpetually stick out like that now. And I decided to mix together some black and blue fabric paint and paint on the design because I couldn't get it like clear enough with just stitching, and I never actually painted on crochet before, but I don't mind how it turned out, other than for some reason the fabric paint that I used is kind of sparkly, so it's like a little bit shimmery, but like, doesn't really bother me. But it's a good idea for the future if I ever need like a detail like that on something and just don't feel like swapping my yarn colors constantly because that is a huge pain. Overall, I wish I was a little bit more careful and maybe made a stencil because it's not perfectly symmetrical, but I can live with it. It's just a little toy that's gonna sit on my shelf. I almost forgot about his weird, like, net undershirt that he has on there. And yeah, it's kind of like a whore tank top for some reason, but I made it a little bit too thick. I thought about doing it with thread, but that just sounded like torture and it might take away from the overall design, so I just did it with thicker yarn, and I do kind of regret that. I should have did it with thread and took the time to do it. Okay, I got it all sewn on there, and it's lopsided. Go figure. But I didn't feel like mixing up more paint because I already threw away the good paint. And I can never perfectly color match. I don't like his little arm cuffs, which is why I didn't put any more detail into them than that, because I just think it makes it look kind of weird, and I know it's like a thing with him. And I like his little belt on his back, that's cute. But overall, I don't enjoy the arm cuffs. And there he is. That's my baby goth boy. And I need to play the game on stream on the gaming channel sometime. I think that'll be a fun thing to do here and there, just to make content out of what I'm doing as I like to do. But yeah, overall, I like him. I think there are some things that weren't perfect, like the vest there, but overall, I really enjoyed the project, and I would look forward to possibly making more characters that I enjoy in the future. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We do a ton of creative things here, all kinds of things, crocheting, drawing, and all creative endeavors go on this channel, so please see you then.